Hi, my name is Marie, and this is something I've been wanting to do for a really long time, but it's been hard to get myself to do it because, first of all, living with chronic pain, actively trying to get myself better from chronic pain has been an exhausting and time-consuming process. And second of all, I never really thought that I would go on camera and talk about my private parts and share it with the world. And that is what this will be. So the reason I am doing this, or the reason I've been wanting to do this, is because since I developed pudendal neuralgia around 2 years ago, I joined a bunch of Facebook groups for pudendal neuralgia, Vulvodynia, Vestibulodynia, Interstitial cystitis, other groups related to those kinds of things. And I realized that in the 15 years that I've been dealing with one kind of pelvic pain diagnosis or another, that I've learned a lot and that I had a lot to say to help other people who are earlier in their journey than I am. There was a point, and of course I'll talk about this, but where I was pretty much living a normal life pretty recently for about almost 5 years. So I had worked out a lot of my problems, and that's possible for other people too. And I don't want anyone else to suffer the way I have. I've lost most of my adult life to pelvic pain. I've had a whole bunch of diagnoses. Not all of them are real. Not all of them were accurate. But I've gone through, at this point, an insane amount of pelvic problems. The first one that I was diagnosed with was interstitial cystitis / bladder pain syndrome. I was diagnosed with PCOS, but I didn't really have that. I was diagnosed with endometriosis, and I did have that, but it wasn't really the cause of my problems. I have had hormonally mediated vestibulodynia. Vestibulodynia is a kind of vulvodynia, and hormonally mediated is the kind that's caused by low hormones. So I'm pretty sure I had that kind. I know that hormones were super involved in my bladder pain syndromes. And when I say hormones, I mean low hormones from 15 years on the birth control pill. So I spent 20 years with problems. Anyway, I've had, PCOS, endometriosis. I have had chronic yeast, another fun thing to talk about on the internet. That was rather recently. It started at the beginning of COVID. I had a rare yeast, so it didn't get treated for months and months and months because it was not Candida albicans, it was a different species. So I learned a lot about that. And that's the whole microbiome thing, which can be really, really important in healing from pelvic pain and vulvodynia. And then the main thing that's happened to me the last 2 years, I had a procedure 2 years ago that left me with pudendal neuralgia. So the pudendal nerve is the main nerve that innervates all your genitalia, your bladder, your rectum, your groin. It's everywhere in your pelvis. And I now have pain on the right side, all through there. And I also, in the same time period, developed on the other side, the left side, a cyst, a vaginal inclusion cyst. So had that removed. That was a whole nother thing. And what else have I been through? Clitorodynia, that was initially what started the pudendal neuralgia, was a condition called phimosis, also known as keratin pearls and balanitis. So I had inflammation it's probably from some of the hormone cream that I was using trying to treat my vestibulodynia. And I had a situation that required a surgery there. So I've been through a lot. And if I can help other people in any way with what I've been through, that's what I want to do.